So, Jed, I want to point something out because you and I have had this discussion before when I've said in the past that for the last probably 4 generations of women have been taught that men are inherently untrustworthy. So there's always going to be that factor which she just said every word almost verbatim what I've said in the past, which is, what if he goes and the secretary? What if he goes? What if I put all of my energy and all of my effort and all of my sexual capital into this one guy, and he makes partner in the law firm and he makes a ton of money, and he decides that he doesn't want to fuck me anymore, he would rather go and have sex with his secretary? Now I need to have a fail safe. I need to have a backup program. Right. If you take that to the nth degree, this is what you get, which is, I need my bag. I want to start my empire. And this is why the right now have never been more divided, because we have taught generation after generation of women that men are inherently untrustworthy. You get Homer Simpson, you get borderline abuser guy, or you get new Zoomer or Gen Z incompetent guy who can't tie a tie and use a stick shift, right? Or can't change a tire. Those are your 3 options for guys, and if that's all there is, then you get the girl who says, you know what? All that, I'm going to go and get my education, get my money, get my business started, get all of this stuff, because I can't trust men for my long-term security. That's exactly what I've said for the last 10 years.
Ladies never trust men. 100%. I escort and I meet a lot of rich guys and they're all married. So yeah.
Speaking of tires, I popped a tire the other day, and I needed a. It was the front one.
Sorry.
So it was the front one. So I didn't want to do it. So the one time, I've changed my tires multiple times. I'm very good at it. But the thing is I really didn't want to. So I called someone. I was like, hey, can you come change my tire? Can you move the back one to the front and then put the donut in the back? And he almost f***ed up my brakes.
So
dropped my car. He dropped my car. Thank God the donut was already on there. So that's the last time I call a man to come change my tire. I'll do it in heels all I want.
No, for the record, most men know how to change a tire.
I got the AA thing.
AAA.
I don't rely on men for anything. I do everything myself. Everything.
I believe every word you're saying, except for the electricity, the water, the sewage, the trash cleaning, personal protection.
That's what AAA is for.
Other than that, I don't need a man for shit.
We
have run flats with our Mercedes.
As I was saying, I do have sugar daddies, and I've been around all of this kind of world. I meet a lot of men who, their wives don't them at all, and they're just sad of that, and they're depressed about that, and they're reaching out to women that I know that they could satisfy them, and we keep it private. Not till now. But I feel bad because these women just close their legs as soon as they get their little ring.
But you also just said men aren't trustworthy. So why would I find it hard to believe that all these guys their women don't sleep with them. Maybe they give them everything that they can, because I'm that girl that be doing everything.
No, there's Monica. I believe you, but no, there's a lot of sexless marriage. That's a really.
So I got a quick question for you. Now, having had this conversation right now, what were we just talking about? Cassie and Alex is his name, right?
Yeah, Alex Fine.
Do you think that Cassie is just as sexual and is just as crazy in the bed with Alex as she was with P. Diddy?
Oh, hell no.
No.
Why do you suppose that is?
Because he's a pushover, simpy, useless guy.
Oh my God.
The defense rests, Your Honor.
Because love doesn't need all that extra shit. Love, connection, being love. You just need a couple seconds and you're
should
fine,
have those. Baby, I know you had threesomes with those other men, but you didn't love them like you love me.
Yeah, that's true.
I understand.
Missionary.
Thank you, baby. Say that missionary because you love me so much.
They can look and see
and
each
you had
other's
threesomes
eyes.
with your ex-boyfriend, but not me because you love me.
I'm
so
actually
much.
going to bounce off what she said, that she gives her boyfriend everything like I do so much. I used to be that person, and it didn't get me anywhere either.
That's why I'm single, yeah.
Exactly. I gave too much, and it didn't get me anywhere. So now
You're just a dog.
I make them do. Now, if they want my attention, if they want the things that a girlfriend experience, they need to do something for me, because it's not worth my time anymore, because I've given it to so many other people with no hesitation. So now they have to prove to me that they're worthy of my time.
How do they do that? How do they prove that they're worthy of your time?
Spending time with me, going on dates, opening the door, just being a gentleman, cook me dinner.
Okay,
Actually,
but
acts of
So like
service.
basic,
No, this is great.
Basic
You're-
behavior.
yes, basic.
That's what it takes.
That's
A little bit more, but like
Paying your bills.
that would be nice.
take
But it's
you
not
out
a
of the game.
requirement as of right now.
Right, but you're saying that you want all those
the
things,
what?
that's fine. But when we had that conversation before, if I said if you would be willing to give up sleeping with a whole bunch of guys, if that guy that you meet is willing to do all those things for you, you're still not willing to do one thing for him, which is just stop sleeping with other people for work.
No, I ain't doing that. That's out of the question.
It just, but see, this is the problem, Mike.
She loves her job.
This is
I do. I love my
For
job.
lifers. That's
Jedediah, you want to see
my
something
job.
crazier? Hold on. I haven't even asked them this. Ladies, you would give up your social media for a man. Raise your hand.
No.
Raise your hand. Raise your hand.
I would.
Zoe,
You would give up.
Well,
Oh,
that's
you
why-
guys would? Okay. This is the
I
most girls
would.
we've ever had say that they would. We had 3 out of the 7 girls.
course.
Usually it's 1 out of 8 girls will say they'd give up their social media for a
That's a
man.
recent thing, though.
I mean, so what are you doing?
Because like my job
very
requires for me to have social
I mean,
media.
I would let
Yeah,
somebody,
I don't-
I would let somebody
Hold on,
else
hold on,
run.
let Cree- let Cree- let Cree.
Oh, Cree, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I would let somebody else run my social media and all my accounts and kind of like let somebody take it off my hands.
I do that now.
But that's still
No.
social media. That's
I
still
mean,
you being
that's
on the
what-
internet.
That's what he just said, though. He said social media. No?
But you're that like delete.
I
No,
wouldn't.
no, it's
he
fine.
never
What,
said
what,
that.
what I'm saying is this: does your social media, which connects to your independence, mean more to you than a happy monogamous relationship with a man? And the vast majority of women we have on here say unequivocally no. The answer is no. So it's one of these things. It's like, do we have all these dudes who come on here and say these women are trash, and like, you guys don't even want to get married, so like, why do you care? And it's the same type of situation where I hear these women being like, I can't find a good man. I'm like, you wouldn't do shit if you found him. You wouldn't even give up your
It's a human
social media
magnet
for him.
syndrome, you know?
Huh?
We'll push those guys away.
Like a
Yeah,
man.
of course.
Toxic
I
guys.
totally understand.
Like
if
a
I think
man.
you a good guy, you would repel him.
I'm like, no,
fucking-
thank you.
Like, just like,
I had plenty of good
Yes.
guys try to approach me. He's actually getting married in the win next week.
Go ahead,
Yes.
Jed. I know you're chomping at the bit.
No, it just sounds like there's just such a deep distrust of men. Like it sounds like
There
a
are.
lot of women just got wronged. Maybe you trusted in the wrong guy. Maybe you got burned, whatever it is. And now there's this deep distrust of men. So you're afraid to lean on a man. You're afraid to say, hey, yeah, you know what? I would give all this stuff up for a great relationship because you're afraid you're going to get left. There's just so much fear involved in all of these situations. But the thing is, like, there's guys out there that are gentlemanly, that are masculine men, that would be really attractive to you, but those guys are not going to be like, oh,
That's not my straight out of jail. Thanks, Tyler. But that is why I'm single. I would never marry. I'm trying to get out of this type, so that's why I'm single. Because I'm 26. I would never marry this type, but like I'm gonna enjoy it while I'm single.
she goes,
But how you
Jen, while you were saying that, she goes, that's not my type. I wouldn't go out with a guy who's a gentleman like that. It was so funny. Look, I have on several occasions.
but you'll want to
He will
marry
be
one.
when she's 29.
Yes. I've on several occasions met women here, and like I thought they were absolutely beautiful, and then they told me about their exes, and I was like, hey, I cannot possibly provide you enough abuse for you to be happy in this
My ex
relationship.
was a one
This isn't going to work.
Yeah.
I don't have enough time in the day to abuse you and gaslight you and enough and call you crazy enough for you to enjoy the relationship with me. You should find another guy.
Is
Yeah, again,
everyone
I'm not-
is
I
everyone
don't
in their
wanna be in
20s
Ladies
at the
need
table?
therapy.
Yeah.
No,
Wait,
I'm
what?
30.
Okay, is
Also 30.
I'm in my 30s.
in your 30s? Okay, what are
Yeah.
the like? Are we roughly looking at like 25 to 35? Is that like roughly the ages of the people
No,
at the table?
way under 35 for now.
Okay, so here's the thing, ladies. Let me tell you, because I'm in my 40s. Let me just tell you, this stuff you're saying that you want now. Oh yeah, I could ride this for a hot minute. That's not what you're gonna want in a husband. And the problem is, the guy that you want to marry.
It's gonna change quick.
And that's why I don't date them anymore. That's why I'm single right now, because I know that's
Right,
not
but-
what I want. But for the time being, that is what I just want to have fun.
Right, but the
like-
guy
Well,
that
the
you
clock moves
ultimately
real
want, girls, the guys that you ultimately want are going to have a hard time with you having done what you're doing right
don't
now,
tell
with you
them.
sleeping
Nobody
around with the
tell
guy
them.
that you don't want to marry just for fun.
They better not be watching this podcast right now.
Yeah, and they will.
Your husband, log off right
Don't watch
now.
this show,
We have
honey.
literally,
Don't watch
we
this
have
show.
literally had girls admit to cheating while in a relationship on the show.
Yes.
Yeah,
The guys
hubby,
you want
log
don't watch
off.
The
You
only
don't
thing
wanna
that matters
watch.
more than your relationship is the attention you get on social media.
So cute.
Oh my gosh.
It's madness. I'm just trying to meet them where they are, Jedediah. I'm just trying to meet them where they are.
Man
I'm just a
alive.
therapist at this point. Click the link in the description below, and I'll send you my high status networking playbook for free so you can start meeting high quality women today.